Good morning. I want to get a quick video out this morning because I'm not here. Obviously, I'm not live. I'm alive, but this isn't live. My name is Will Lawson. This is a morning report. And I'm at the dentist's office because I got one that needs to come out here and one needs to come out back here. So I needed to get this to you this morning. I did a short yesterday, and my advice to the Senate Republicans is to, no matter what happens, do not cave. Do not cave. Make the left own this shutdown. I said in a video, their fingerprints and their mouths are all over it. This is their deal. This is their deal with SNAP. This is their deal with air traffic controls. This is their deal with federal employees not getting paid. This is their deal. This is on them. And I got a comment, and I got a comment on my Facebook page about the filibuster and Cloture. Okay, so I think we need to do a little bit of research into where these rules came from. Now, the filibuster wasn't originally part of the founders' plan. It was not. The filibuster is not in the Constitution. It showed up by accident way back in 1806 when the Senate dropped a procedural rule, the previous question motion, that allowed a simple majority to end debate. Without it, senators could talk forever. Now, nobody thought much of it until about the mid-19th century when the first real filibuster started to gum up the works. Okay. This rule of 60 that we have, by 1917, World War I had President Wilson fuming at senators that were blocking his defense bills. That's when the Cloture, Cloture, was born. It's a rule that allows 2/3 of senators to vote to end debate. In 1975, that dropped to 60 votes, which is what we have now, because we have 100 senators, and 2/3 is 60. Oh, 2/3 would have been what? Of 166, right? But in 75 it got dropped to 60. It would have been 66 votes, but now it's 60, which is the threshold that we all know about today. Originally, filibusters were rare. People didn't do it. It was reserved for moments of conscience or outrage. But by again the late 20th century, they became routine weapons just to stop crap, right? Everybody did it. Republicans did it. Republicans blocking Obama nominees, Democrats blocking Trump's border and spending bills. It's no longer an event. It's a default strategy. It's, we'll just stop it. We'll just put on a diaper and talk for 3 days, right? I know it's annoying. It's horribly annoying but here's the deal here. The filibuster slows down these big swings. Okay. And normally it demands a broader consensus, forcing at least some cooperation. Okay. Think of it as the Senate seatbelt. It's annoying as hell until you crash. And then you're happy you had it. So when it's gone, if it's gone, the senators become a smaller, louder House of Representatives, basically. Every shift in control brings with it a new 180-degree turn in national policy. Healthcare 1 year, gun rights the next year. You can build a stable republic or on whiplash. You can't be doing that. The founders didn't want that to happen. Now, again, the founders didn't put in the filibuster and that stuff, but the idea of having the Senate and having the House that keeps government from doing this. What I always tell people is that when there's times like this, when if you went to a civil majority, for instance, to end the shutdown, and when you if you decided that you were going to have that rule, some people call it the nuclear option, where you don't now you don't need 60, you only need 51, which Republicans have. Is that don't think that very same rule will be used against you, whether it's some healthcare thing, whether it's some transgender marriage thing, whatever it is. Do not think that won't be used against you. So it may be great and you may feel good in the short term, but I think that it's important to look long term. To look long term, even the cloture rule. It. How is this going to work out when your party is not in power? Yeah, I know it's frustrating. It's annoying. It's maddening. But everything it has its context. Every single thing has its context and needs to be looked at in context, not just for right now. What happens in 4 years, in 8 years, in 12 years, in 20 years? I might make this weapon and I may use it against you, but I may get too old to hold it. And then you can pick it up and then you could use it against me. So we have to be very, very careful about that. So my opinion on the filibuster and the cloture, no, I think those rules should stay in place. I don't think those rules are holding us back at this point. I don't think they're making that big a difference. What's missing is that we are not holding the Democrats' feet to the fire on the shutdown. That's the missing part. Missing part is that we need to be holding their feet to the fire on this. There have been 13 or 14 votes to reopen the government, and they have gone and there have not been Democrats to say, yeah, we want to open the government. We want to get people their SNAP benefits. We want to get TSA workers their pay. We want to get, I mean, no. They have simply dug their heels in and said no on all the things that they're blaming Donald Trump about. All the things they're blaming Donald Trump about, they could have had, but they didn't. And I think a lot of people miss what the power play isn't just pulling the nuclear option and going 51 and just doing what you want to do. That's not the real power play. The real power play is this. The power play is making somebody do something they don't want to do. They don't want to sign on to the CR. Make them, force them. That shows power. That's the power play. Yes. In the meantime, for some folks, things are difficult. And for a lot of us who are traveling, I'm not traveling. I ain't going nowhere during the holidays, but not that requires an airplane, that's for sure. Yes, it's inconvenient, it's annoying, but it's worth it. Believe me, it's worth it. So that's what we should do. No, I think that we should go ahead and keep the filibuster, and we should keep the rule of cloture, both of them. It slows down the machine, yes, but it keeps the machine from swinging from side to side madly, wildly after every election, either every 4 years or every 6 years. And in the Senate, it could be just like the House. It could be every 2 years because a third of the Senate is elected every six. Their term is 6 years, but they're spread out in thirds, right? So in 2 years you could have a shift, and the next 2 years you could have another shift, and the next year you can continue to have these shifts. back and forth. I prefer not to have that. Now, I know that a lot of people, a lot of you who watch the other videos will not agree with me. But like I tell my students, you asked. Anyway, thank you for watching. My name is Blaine Lawson. I'll let you know how I got a broken one over here, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, but I know it hurts, and which means it's back here. It's not interrupting my beautiful smile, but it's got to go. So it's going to go. So we see you again. Go out there and learn, love somebody, and for goodness sakes, y'all take care of yourself. We will see you when we see you. Bye bye now.